What is going on, Panther Nation? Back again with another episode of Carolina ClawCast. Today we will be diving into our linebacking core and talking more about them, how we see the projection, who's gonna start, who's gonna come in and fill in. So, Mike, take it away.
Y'all doing today? Glad to be back for another episode. Love the that y'all been giving us on all of our platforms. It's been great. But yeah, linebackers, man. Our obvious three. We got Josey, Jewell, Trevin Wallace, and we brought in Rozeboom. I'm pretty excited about that. Those three, as long as they stay healthy. We had a big problem with that last year.
Yeah.
They are two. We had Shaq got hurt. Jewell, he had a couple injuries, and then Wallace for the last couple games he got hurt. I would like to start off with Wallace. He was a rookie last year. I think he showed a lot of potential. I'm really high on that kid. He showed his first game he had 15 tackles. We all know who else did that for us. So as long as exactly you wearing them. So coming
Yep.
into year two, same exact system with experience. He should do even better. I got some stats that he had last year. He had 64 tackles, pretty solid for someone that got hurt and was a rookie. And he wasn't a high pick. He had one sack, 2 forced fumbles, and he recovered a fumble. Got high hopes for him. Like I said, we'll see. I see him as our number one middle linebacker. It could go to Jewell, but for me, it's Wallace. Anything you want to touch up about him?
I mean, I can see Wallace possibly being number one, but I still feel like Jewell's going to be the starting linebacker, the middle linebacker for us at least. But I do see Wallace coming in and getting some good snaps, making his presence felt on the field. I know he's middle, but even if you switch him to the weak side or strong side, I'm pretty sure he can pretty much do everything. Because if you remember, Luke Kuechly started off, I want to say, because John Beeson was a middle linebacker when we drafted Kuechly, and then they had Kuechly playing the weak side, I believe, or the strong side, and then they finally moved Kuechly to the middle spot, and that's where he just flourished for us. So I feel like it could possibly be another situation like that. Joel starting in middle, and then maybe Wallace either on the weak side, and then who knows like how it happened with Kuechly. Eventually he'll take over the middle linebacker spot, and then boom, we have our future linebacker for at least hopefully 10, 11 years.
Uh, yeah, with Jewell, I think he was really, really good last year. If he didn't get hurt, honestly, if he just played one more game, he would have hit over 100. He had 97 tackles last year. He was doing exactly what we brought him in to do. He had 3.5 sacks. That's the most he's ever. That's the most he's had in a season. And he had that crazy interception against.
I was about to say that, man. You cannot skip that crazy interception. I saw that and I was like, all right, we're good. Like, we're decent, but we're not great, but we're good. We're good enough.
We got him for another year. I think if he can go out there, possibly put up 100+ tackles, I could see us resigning him.
Yeah.
Probably the thing that would go into that is if we keep our defensive coordinator, because defense ain't been that good since he came, and he was supposed to make us a lot better. But we haven't had the right talent. Also, the year to show it. But yeah, Jules, he's pretty solid. I like him. Then
Yeah. Right.
brought in. Oh, go ahead.
No, I said so do I.
Yeah. And then we brought in Rozeboom. He was with the Rams last year. He can't find it, but he had his best season last year, man, by far. Dude was
Mm-hmm.
out left and right. He had 135 tackles. We haven't had that in quite a while since I think the
Yeah.
last year that Shaq was fully healthy, but we had numbers close to that. But he had a
Yeah.
career. He had a sack. He had an interception. Just to throw it in there, he did have 4 pass deflections. So we know, like with him, when I was watching tape, he is not scared to go up in that hole and go one on one with a linebacker, a running back if he has that opportunity.
Yeah, and then with the name like Rozeboom, you know he's got to bring the boom. You know, it's literally in his name. We need that dog mentality, and I think he has that dog mentality in him. We just got to let him loose on the field and see how he goes, man. But I'm excited. That's one of the ones I'm very excited about seeing play for us is Rozeboom, just because one, his name, and two, like you said, man, he had a pretty decent year. I mean, get pass deflected. I mean, it's always a good thing when you can jump up, swat the ball away, and break up the play or coverage. Like, I'm really excited for to see him and see how he does with the Carolina system.
Bro, I got 2 other ones to talk about. They played a little bit last year, especially with how thin we were towards the end of the year. We had Weinman. I think that's how you say his name. But
Wenham,
he, uh, he ended the season with 22 tackles. 13 of them were solo, and he had a sack and a half. I think he was a rookie last year because that's the only time he's ever played. So, for someone that barely played, got some upside we can look at too. We can look to, and if we have injuries again, he has a little bit of experience, so hopefully he can step up better. We have another one. Can't really say his name. And I remember seeing him in week 18. I was like, who the heck is this guy? Don't really know how to say his name. It's like Chursolis or something. I butchered that really bad, but
he probably did, but I know who you're talking about. But yeah, his name is definitely kind of hard to pronounce, and not trying to step on people's toes or saying the wrong names on people, But yeah, Woodham, I believe, like he was a rookie last year, and I'm pretty sure he was hurt for most of the season too. And then the only playing time he really got is when he was healthy, or when I know when he came back, and then Jewell was hurt, and then like he was pretty much like a plug and play figure on the defense and linebacking. So one goes out, you could plug him in. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. I feel like Wenham's going to have a very good year this year when he gets his shot, which he will get his shot. But I feel like Wenham and Rozeboom are like the two that I'm most excited for. I want to see Rozeboom just lay the boom on him, man. Like, gotta have it. Like, our linebacking core needs to be how it was when the greatest linebacker Carolina Panther history played.
lineman. But Woonham, yeah, now he's been in the league. That was his 5th year. But yeah,
Hmm.
no, excited though, man. He only played half the season because remember he was hurt to start the season.
Yeah.
Still have 4 sacks, so it's just we can like last year with the Vikings could have had
Hmm.
8, maybe more. But yeah, bro, excited about that dude. Hopefully he can come back, be healthy. Um, what about he's been he hasn't really played much.
Hmm.
He's going in here, Boogie Basham.
Boogie Basham.
Hopefully he can come out there, like you said, and bash some dudes, man.
I think you're just going just because you like his name, man. But I mean, it's a pretty cool name though. I mean,
Oh, he has 57 tackles,
yeah.
but he has 4.5 sacks. And he does have 1 interception to his name. For someone that ain't getting played much, I want to say he's been around the league since he's been in. Only been in for years though. I
Hmm.
think he was with the Giants last year. I want to say, could be wrong, but hey, he's on. I mean, rotational. We'll see. Uh, Then we got someone I was never really high on, man. DJ Barno, or no, how you say his name? Mario Barno.
Barno, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know, guys play like linebackers, but they're listed as linebackers because of how we do our defense.
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, he ain't done much, man. He has 3 sacks since he's been in the league. He's going into his 4th year. He doesn't really get much playing time. I mean, he has 37 tackles for his 3 years in. Um, Maybe with injuries he could possibly get in there. We'll see. Don't really know.
yeah. I feel like if there are injuries, which I'm hoping there won't be, he would get a shot. But I honestly think he's going to be more on like the practice team, and if anything, he'll get elevated if someone gets hurt. Because it's like you said. I mean, he's been in for how long? I mean, granted, I mean, I know the system's kind of been off the last couple years, but I don't know, man. I think he'll go practice squad, and then if we need him to fill in a gap, then they'll bring him up. So we have that. At least we'll have the longevity to bring people in, especially with him. But
Yeah, I mean, back edge rush, just like offense. How many wide receivers are we going to keep? Like this, when it comes down to that, getting down to that 53-man roster, it's gonna be interesting.
mm,
Makes it, man. I hope I hope the best of luck to everyone that's out there with us right now, going into mini camp in a couple weeks. But we got like what? Oh, we started out with like 93. We got to cut that down to 53. Man,
yeah, 53 is going to be like the last cut. But I mean, obviously, you want them all to do good and hope them all the best. But obviously, we're not going to keep every single player we have right now. So some will get cut and go on to a different team, maybe have breakout years. Others would just get cut and then probably disappear from the NFL because that also happens from time to time. So with that, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I mean, I do hope that all the players we have, like realistically, in a perfect world, we keep everybody. But honestly, there we got to cut to 53, and there's people are leaving. I expect a few surprises to be thrown in there during the mini camps and stuff when they start doing the cutting. But I think
yeah,
that's really it for it.
yeah. Like last year, we got lucky, man. Cut coach, lucky we were able to bring him back, and eventually we all know what he did for us last year.
Hmm.
I want to take a chance like that this year, but we'll see, man.
Hey, right now, as it's looking, we have pretty good chance, and I want to keep it that way. So, in Dan Morgan, I trust, and Dave Canales, I trust. Pretty much the whole Panther staff, I trust. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, going into year 2 of them to the helm and seeing Peppers taking a step back, we're in. We've been
yeah,
2018. It feels like,
yeah,
man.
we need to
Yeah,
get back to that 2015 aura we had going on.
fine, man. Um, yeah, that's all I really got about linebackers. Like I said, I want Wallace to just excel. I got really high hopes on him. I know you got high hopes for Jewell
Yeah,
and uh, Rozeboom. Those are going to be our 3 main guys. Hopefully, they can do what we need them to do and even go above and beyond of those expectations.
yeah. Well, I mean, let's hope. I mean, I have very strong feeling that those guys will produce for us when we need them. But
Um, one day, if anyone watching, uh, we're just starting out. So every like, comment, share, subscribe. All that means the world to us. And be better. What would y'all like to see? Like, we're going to be doing some position groups. What do y'all want to see next? We just covered linebackers. Y'all want to stay with defense, cover the defense, and then switch over to offense? Or what do y'all want? We can, jump to offense if that's what y'all want to see next. Let us give y'all our opinion. But just let us know, man. We're really appreciative of all y'all so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The TikTok, the YouTube page, the Twitter. I mean, we absolutely 100% appreciate all the likes, everything you guys do for us and tuning in. Like, we really appreciate that because we just want to be able to talk about our favorite team, hear other opinions, read the comments. Like, anything that y'all say to us, we appreciate. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be in between, but we love the feedback. We love the likes, shares, comments. We love it all. And I just really we thank you guys for listening to us and keep showing us some love. But that's gonna conclude today's episode. Like Mike said, leave down in the comments or any of our social media to suggest which group we should cover next. Um, but yeah, that's about it, guys. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in and keep pounding.